Oh.
Yeah, so guided by psychics and remote viewers to the rather obscure town of Tsarichina, Bulgaria, one Colonel Kurnev of the Bulgarian army pushed his troops deep into the underground, into the spot that they had used as a cover story in search of Tsar Samuel, 11th century's hidden treasure. And this was a cover story that was given to everybody on what they were actually looking for to gain some of the funding, I should imagine. But that's not what they were looking for. They were looking for object number one. And in this story that we're going to talk about, I'm still unclear on what object number one specifically was, but somebody will correct me on this, no doubt. And what happened here was so interesting. This was designated as Operation Sunray, and it's a very interesting name. Obviously, I don't know the Bulgarian translation, or maybe it was just Operation Sunray, but they also called this area, this area has been called the Bulgarian Area 51.
Bulgaria 51, if you will.
There we go. There it is. And so they cordoned off this area in 1990, and they were on this dig or exploration dig for 2 years at this site, riddled with just complete paranormal chaos. The soldiers dug as far as they could until their equipment malfunctioned and they were forced to dig by hand. That's why it took so long. And mysteriously, the machinery would shut down one by one. And what would happen is they would, just through the dig before they even reached the first let's call it restriction into further depths, a lot of them were suffering from hallucinations, and they would hear whisperings in their head and voices and just really odd things. And it was a very, very, very spooky thing for everyone involved before they even hit the, let's just call it the interior perimeter. And once they had dug to a certain level, they came across a sheet of polished, smooth stone, and which they were unable to get through. So they used, well, as you would, explosives. And once they had breached that barrier, it led to a spiral pathway into the interior of the Earth. And I think they had one psychic with them, and Colonel Kurnev, and the soldiers made their perilous trek deep into the Tsarichina hole, and they were met with everything from what was described as a bacterial sickness